What's good, R&B squad? This is Autumn Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If the Lord has recently led you to this channel, welcome. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. At the time that I'm recording this, it is Thursday afternoon, September 21st. I may or may not upload this today. However, whenever you hear it, just know that it's the right time for you to hear it, okay? So before I get into the word itself, the Lord gave me a scripture to accompany this word, and it is from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 4. I'm going to read from the MSG or Message Bible version, reason being that's the version that the Lord led me to, okay? So, verse 4, I miss you a lot, especially when I remember that last tearful goodbye, and I look forward to a joy-packed reunion. Okay, so as you listen to the rest of this word, that is what we're going to work with. We're working with that scripture. Keep that scripture in mind, okay? And what's beautiful about this version, why I believe the Lord led me to this version, the MSG Message version of this scripture, is that it says so plainly that someone is missing you. So this is for persons who are separated from their kingdom spouse right now. You're going through a period of separation. Now, the Lord spoke to me through a song. And what's interesting is that this particular song, I've heard it before and I never did like it because back in the day when I was leaning to my own understanding and I was in my flesh, I used to think that this person just sounds desperate. Like, what do you mean you're knocking on someone's door if they've made it clear that they don't want to continue in a relationship with you? So to me, the person just sounded desperate. But the other day, the Lord made me listen to it, okay? And when he wants me to listen and pay attention to a song because there's a message in it, usually I'm going to start hearing it all over the place. And I did start hearing it all over the place. And I was ignoring it, and then I ended up hearing it at the grocery store. What's interesting about that is that the Lord knows that when I'm at the grocery store, I'm going to be there for like 10 to 15 minutes. So if a song comes on, I'm going to have to listen. And so I had no choice but to listen to the song, and the lyrics caught my attention. And another way I knew that the Lord wanted me to pay attention was that, guys, you know when a song it comes on at a store, a grocery store, a department store, you may hear it, but you're not going to hear the lyrics coming through that clearly because there are all these other noises going on around you. Y'all listen. These lyrics came through so clearly to me. It's like I was listening to them through headphones, okay? And so when I got to the point where I went and looked the lyrics up, just to make sure that was what I had heard, everything was accurate to what I had heard, okay? So the song is called Until You Come Back to Me by an artist called Baja. I think I'm butchering her name. But anywho, it was originally recorded by Aretha Franklin, okay? But the version that I heard was the Baja version. And I don't know, maybe that's going to be significant to someone because the Lord highlighted that particular version. So let me just get into the lyrics and I'll explain what the Lord explained to me, okay? So this is the first verse. Though you don't call anymore, I sit and wait in vain. I guess I'll rap on your door, tap on your window pane. I want to tell you, baby, the changes I've been going through, missing you, listen you. Till you come back to me, that's what I'm gonna do. So before we go any further, let me just break some things down for you guys. That first line, though you don't call anymore, for someone whom this is for. The last encounter that you had with this person left them feeling that you were really frustrated with them, okay? Whatever conversation you guys had, maybe you wrote them a letter, maybe you left them a text message, maybe it was a face-to-face conversation, perhaps it happened over the phone. However it happened, this person got the impression that you were frustrated with them. Possibly because of a lack of effort on their part, possibly because things weren't moving along as you thought they would, possibly because there was a lot of outside interference. But whatever it is, you were frustrated, And there was a point where you used to reach out to this person when you did not hear from them. During a separation, you would attempt to reach out to this person. And now you've gotten to a place where you're just tired of doing that, so you're not doing it anymore. And also for someone, there may have been a significant occasion that came up for this person recently, one that you're aware of, okay? And you didn't reach out to them for that. And that's something that you would have normally reached out to them for. And they're taking that as an indication that you really are fed up this time. See, this person knows that in the past you used to reach out, that when you guys were separated from each other, you would reach out to them. And they used to use that as sort of a cushion to come back to you. See, this person is operating from a place of fear where you are concerned, and they've been operating from a place of fear for a very long time. So they kind of wait for you to make the move. You see what I'm saying? And then it gives them a sense of comfort to proceed. So now that you're not doing that anymore, you've kind of ripped the Band-Aid off, and you're not doing that anymore because you're fed up of being the one to have to do it. Now this person is thinking, okay, so she's not reaching out, he's not reaching out. This must mean that they're really done with me this time. That is why that first line in the first verse is so important. Though you don't call anymore, I sit and wait in vain. So this person literally is sitting by their phone waiting, hoping that a call will come through from you like it used to in the past. Because they want to come back to you, but they want some encouragement. They want to know that they can. They want to know that it's safe to. But the fact that they're not hearing from you, period, that you're not reaching out this time, they're taking that as an indication that you're done with them and that you may be seeing someone else, okay? Added to the fact that the last encounter that you guys had was an uncomfortable one. So this person is saying, I want to tell you, baby, the changes I've been going through, missing you, listen you, till you come back to me, that's what I'm going to do. So this person, during the separation, this person they've undergone some drastic changes. A lot of things have changed in this person's life. So if they were involved with somebody else, they were involved with the counterfeit has now been removed. Okay? If there were other people who were interfering and stopping the two of you from coming together, that's not going on anymore. Those people may not even be around this person anymore. This person has gone through some major changes and they're longing to tell you all about them, okay? Because they know that some of these things would have been the very things that drove a wedge between the two of you. So they're longing for an opportunity to tell you this stuff isn't happening anymore. These people aren't there anymore, okay? And then, of course, here's the second verse. Why did you have to decide you had to set me free? I'm going to swallow my pride. I'm going to beg you to please, baby, please see me. I'm going to walk by myself just to prove that my love is true. Oh, for you, baby, till you come back to me, that's what I'm going to do. So basically that first line, why did you have to decide you had to set me free? You did not. There has been a breakdown of communication somewhere, a misunderstanding somewhere. You did not tell this person that you're done with them. But somehow from the last encounter that you guys have had and from the radio silence between you guys right now, they're taking that as an indication that you're done with them and that you've set them free. So now they're saying, why did you have to decide you had to set me free? And then I'm going to swallow my pride. I'm going to beg you to please, baby, see me. So this person, this goes back to what I was saying in the beginning, that when I used to be in my flesh and I used to lean to my own understanding and I heard this song, I used to think this person sounded desperate, okay? But for whoever this is for, this is the point that your person is at. They do not care if they come off like they're chasing you. That doesn't bother them. All they care about is getting back into your life. And it's because they realize that this is bigger than them. It is bigger than you, that this is something God is doing. And so they are willing to swallow their pride and be the one to come forward. All right? And then it says, I'm going to walk by myself just to prove that my love is true. That's another thing. For someone, you've been wondering if this person has been seeing other people. No, they have not. He or she has made a point of staying single and not even dating anybody, not even looking at anybody, because they want to prove to you that they're committed to you. All right? Living for you, my dear, this is the third verse. Living for you, my dear, is like living in a world of constant fear. In my plea, I've got to make you see that our love is dying. So that part really broke my heart, because this person, they feel so much fear about approaching you. They feel so much fear about coming back into your life. They don't know what to expect. They know that it's been a while. For some of you, it's been a while. It's been a month. For some of you, it's been years. It's been a while. So they're literally coming back to you, not knowing what they're going to meet when they get back there. They're thinking, man, she might introduce me to her husband or her wife, or she might not even be living in the same place. He might not even be working at the same job, because it's been so long. Okay? And so they're in constant fear of what's going to be on the other side when they knock on your door. Okay? And they're saying, in my plea, I've got to make you see that our love is dying. So they feel like you're slipping through their fingers, and they have to do something to make you guys get back on track. All right? And here's the last verse. Although your phone you ignore, somehow I must explain. I'm going to rap on your door, tap on your window pane. I'm going to camp on your step until I get through to you. I've got to change your view, baby. Till you come back to me, that's what I'm going to do. So the although your phone you ignore part, what this person is basically saying is the same thing like the first line. You don't call them anymore. So they're interpreting that as you ignoring your phone, ignoring them. Now, they may not have even made an attempt to reach out to you by phone because they're afraid that you're not going to answer them, because you've always been the one to reach out in the past. Okay? So they're taking your radio silence as an indication that you're ignoring them, ignoring the fact that they exist. And so that is what although your phone you ignore means, okay? Somehow I must explain. I'm going to rap on your door, tap on your window pane. I'm going to camp on your step until I get through to you. I've got to change your view. So this is where this person's heart is at. He or she is at a point where they're willing to be persistent. They're willing to pursue you relentlessly until you come back to them, until you guys are together again. And this is something that this person probably did not do in the past because they didn't have the courage to do it. But God has lit a fire under this person in such a way that now you're going to see them behaving in ways that you've never seen them behave before. They're going to be taking risks where you are concerned that they never took before. They would have played it safe before. Now they're not going to play it safe. This person is literally going to come to you with their heart on their sleeve, okay? And the way the Lord explained it to me, this is exactly the way this person feels. This song is exactly the way this person feels. Like if they could find the words to say it to you, this would be what they would choose. So I hope that this message bless someone. I love you guys. I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.